Warm welcome to all. This is Agalya from Department of Food Service Management and Dietetics, Kaveri College for Women, Autonomous Trichy. In this session, we will discuss about the types of communication. Types of communication. Communication can be classified into 4 types based on means of delivering the message, based on the purpose of communication, based on the levels of communication, and based on the pattern of communication. Based on the means of delivering the message. Verbal communication. It occurs through the medium of spoken or written. A combination of several words is used and each word conveys a specific meaning. Some important elements of verbal communication are language, vocabulary, denotative, connotative, meaning, pacing, intonation, clarity, consciousness, preciseness, comprehension, brevity, timing, and relevance. Subtypes of verbal communication are spoken communication, written communication, telecommunication, and electronic communication. Non-verbal communication. This communication occurs without words, where the 5 senses and whole range of body movements, posture, gesture, facial expressions, and silence are used for sending and receiving the message. Non-verbal communication is a more accurate way of communication because it conveys the true and intended meaning of the message. Non-verbal communication may be accomplished by the following means: touch, eye contact, facial expression, posture, gait, gesture, sound, and silence. Second type is based on the purpose of communication. Formal communication. Formal communication follows line of authority and it's generally used in the organization to achieve organizational objectives. For example, the nursing superintendent of a hospital will communicate with staff nurse through assistant nursing superintendents, supervisors, and ward in charge nurses. Informal communication. Informal communication does not follow line of authority. Examples of informal communications are gossip, chit-chat, and kitty parties. It is very fast and usually takes place in social groups like friends, family, and peer groups, etc. Therapeutic communication, which takes place between a healthcare personnel and a patient with the purpose of modifying the patient behavior. This is accomplished with repeated interaction using certain essential attributes such as trust, empathy, tenderness, concern, and non-judgmental attitude. Based on the levels of communication. Intrapersonal communication. It takes place within an individual. We may also say it as self-talk. It is crucial because it provides a person with an opportunity to assess self or a situation before acting on it, ultimately affecting the person's behavior. Transpersonal communication. It takes place within the person's spiritual domain. The purpose of transpersonal communication is to realize selfhood, enhance spirituality, and answer questions that are spiritual in nature. Small group communication. An example of small group communication is when nurse interact with 2 or more individuals face to face or use a medium like a conference call. Patient care conferences, staff meetings, and reports are good examples of small group communication. Public communication. Public is generally defined as a large group of people. Communication with such a large group of people is known as public communication. Public communication requires essential skills to influence people at large and media material to reach members of the public clearly and loudly. Organizational communication. It takes place when individuals and groups within an organization communicate with each other to achieve established organizational goals. Fourth type is based on the pattern of communication. One-way communication. It takes place when messages are delivered to the audience from the communicator only without constant feedback. A common example of one-way communication is lecture delivered in a classroom. Two-way communication. It takes place when both the communicator and audience take part in the process. The audience may raise questions and add information, ideas, and opinions on the subject. One-to-one communication. Communication between one sender and one recipient at one time is termed as one-to-one communication. A nurse providing information to a patient is example for one-to-one communication. One-to-many communication. Where one person communicates with many people at the same time, it is termed as one-to-many communication. A nurse providing health education to a community is an example for one-to-many communication. Many-to-one communication. Many-to-one communication takes place when several people communicate with one person at the same time. A panel of experts taking an interview is an example for many-to-one communication. Thank you.